Hi there. If you follow the preceding video numerically, then this is a millisecond after the last one went off. So I just say goodbye to you and then say hello to you. If you've just come across this randomly, very pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Paul Murphy, and well, let's just start and we'll talk a little bit at the bottom, because a lot of people, they don't hang around. So, oh man. Okay, so I guess I wrote this song. I guess I wrote this on the 19th of July 1995, since, well, maybe the 22nd of July 1995, because it's written on a letter that came. It was dated that day. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, well, this was a jingle I wrote for a cleaning company. All you people think, oh, I love your epic ballads, and oh, I love your punk rock songs, but there's other stuff. So I used to write radio jingles as well. NT Cleaning. No, NT Cleaning. I'll tell you something else about NT Cleaning. NT Cleaning. He's a lovely guy. But NT stands for the husband's initials, but it was a partnership. Y is the lady's initials, not in there as well, you know. Anyway, so we're NT Cleaning. Put us to the test. We're NT Cleaning, and we are the best. There's Nigel on the windows and Carol on the hoover. He knows which way the wind blows, and she's a lovely little mover. So what you've got there is you've got this little jingle at the top, which is, we're NT Cleaning, da-da-da. And then I've obviously extended it and put something out. But anyway, I'm copywriting it now. So, Carol. Hi, Carol. Thank you for the, you know, lovely lady. I'll put that to one side. Okay, well, here we are on the 30th of July 1996 at 20:16 p.m. The great Mark Lewison, the Beatles historian, he always says that when he gets, you know, people send him a scan, and he's got it's 4 autographs and stuff, and it's they've got 4 autographs here, and he always says he wants to see what's on the other side of it. What are the Beatles on? So it gives him a date, you know. So it'll be a restaurant ticket or a hotel room stationery. So he says whenever someone says I've got a piece of paper with 4 Beatles autographs on, he always says, what's on the other side? And I'm kind of in that now at this moment here. So on the other side of that is, oh man, I don't know what this is. It looks like some orders or something, you know. Well, anyway. So now obviously this has been inspired by someone else's song, so I can't use this one. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to call this one, really. Isn't it strange that I'm taking these out of the box as they come through. I'll do the introduction bit here now, actually, so that if you don't want to hang around for what's coming, then you know what's coming. So my name is Paul Murphy, singer-songwriter, poet, author, whatever title you've come across me as, and house cleaning. Recently came across a lot of boxes inside that contain long lost lyrics. I think there's about 30 videos like this so far on my YouTube channel. Paul Murphy 4678, I think it might be 4267. You'd think I know 2678. It's somewhere in there, you know. And today I thought that would have been it, because that was 400 long lost songs, and today I found yet another box file filled with lyrics, and I'm just taking them out as they come. I haven't looked at them, I'm just pulling them out as they come through. So this is a nostalgia trip for me, copyright them as I go. But the last one, let me say I wrote that jingle there, and so I pulled this out, and I'm off the top of my head, and I'm saying, you know, NT Cleaning, that's the guy, the husband's initials. There's a partnership with the lady there. And then the next one up is one of my feminist things. Now, this is obviously inspired, and the inspiration of this, I'm so sorry I keep not looking in the art viewfinder, I do apologise. I'd love to make eye contact with you, but I get distracted by wind blowing the trees and everything else. Focus, man, focus, let's focus. Yeah, okay. I'm going to call this Times Change Slowly. Times Change Slowly. I should also, if you had come across me for the first time, you might be looking at the fact that I've got a very weird shaped face. I have motor neurological disease, and I'm in a very late stage of it. So I do apologise if I keep doing this and everything. I'm trying to get all this stuff down while I'm still able to talk a little bit. A little bit. He hasn't shut up for 5 minutes. What did I say this was called? Time Changes Slowly. Times Change Slowly. I'm going to call this The Times Change Slowly. Only women bleed before the dawn shines bright. Only women bleed in the sorrow of the night. Only women bleed, for all the cards are marked. Only women bleed before the day gets dark. Only women bleed, cold words cut so deep. Only women bleed before the children sleep. And I wrote that at 21:16 p.m. on the 30th of July 1996. And obviously nod there to Alice Cooper, the great Alice Cooper, who wrote the song Only Women Bleed. And I remember hearing that for the first time. Julie Covington, oh, amazing Julie Covington. When would that have been? 79, 78 or 79? When was Don't Cry For Me Argentina was 1978, of course, so it might have been February 78, I guess, 1977. Don't Cry For Me Argentina. That voice, that majestic voice of hers. What wouldn't I give to have Julie Covington sing one of my songs? And Ms. Covington, if you're watching this, so I'm kind of known for, my equality anthems and everything like that. I mean, long before they became popular, when did I write She's Cried a Million Tears? 83? 86 I wrote She's Cried a Million Tears. Only a Woman, which is an ironic title. You'd need to listen to the full lyric to get the meaning of the title. That's a song, the ladies singing it. All that precious love is gone. She knows she shouldn't be doing this during the lover's kiss. Da-da-da. And that all came, Only Women Bleed. I didn't know if it had any connotations or not when Alice Cooper wrote it. But that song got to me, and that song has stayed with me all this time. The ethos of that song has stayed with me through. Okay, right now I'm just going to put, so I'm trying to keep everything. We're going from 1996 lyrics to last week's lyrics. Cain and Abel. So I'm trying to keep these as they appear in the file. So now we're on to photocopies here, so bear with me a second, please. Well, you've already indulged me so far. Now, this looks like, okay, so I have a song called Derision. That's a new one on me, on Lucky Street, when I say vignettes in red. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead here. I do have a song called I Just Don't Know Anymore, but this isn't the lyric to it, so this must have been the original lyric. Actually, yeah, I remember now, yeah. So I've already cancelled that. Cancelled? I've already covered that one. Right, okay. And so this one is called, it's getting a bit easier now, so I'm into the full songs as opposed to the scraps, unfinished lyrics and everything, of which there was only half a dozen. That's in the previous video, something quite funny. Okay, so we can get a bit serious now. So, do it for love. Don't hide your face. Don't turn away. All we've had is going to die tonight if we don't find the right words to say. We've gone so far. Don't let it go. We might be standing on the edge, but there's still 2 ways to go. If not for us, then do it for love. If not for us, then do it for love. Do it for love. Keep looking back, those far-flung days We've come full circle, but we can't leave it where it lays. Those cold words chill. Let's talk some sun. If we don't make this, what we have will die before it's even begun. If not for us, then do it for love. If not for us, then do it for love. Do it for love. And I wrote that Saturday, 29th of July 1995. Looks like I got the title, and then I wrote the song the next day. And at 17:39 p.m. on the 30th of July 1995, on the sofa, I wrote the song. I missed a word there, so it's these cold words chill, not those cold words chill. Okay, this is called Derision. Derision. I was trying to catch the moon when the stars started falling, sitting in an empty, darkened room when I heard you calling, with the ghost train of the past running through my mind, going through the garbage in the alleys of love to see what I could find. I saw the sculptor smash his statue and go to work on flesh. It's easier to take the money when you've got no passion left. Some days I want to live forever, some nights I want to die now. The elevator's running out of control, but I'll take it anyhow. There's a martyr with a chainsaw cutting his way to fame. Add up his sound bites on the 9 o'clock news, you get 15 minutes of shame. I read the lies in your letter and dived backwards off a cliff. Your beauty and your callous heart are nothing you can get to heaven with. I was always one step behind, but 2 ideas ahead. But I came in through the back door and found someone sleeping in my bed. The face at the window was cursing in iron and in steel. There's no sanctuary here, not even a place that you can kneel. I kind of like that. The next one up is a photocopy of Lucky Street, which is already copyrighted. So, and the next one, oh, they seem to be going backwards chronologically. And the next one is called, I've obviously gone through them at some point, we'll put little post-it notes on. And this is called Vignettes in Red. Magdalena holds her tears up to the sunset as the sound of the day dies down and stillness falls. An unnamed baby calls Mama in a ghetto to no one, and limousines drive fast past sidewalks where cripples crawl. The spirit of the Alamo lingers in romantic breasts. Society marks each moment in its history books. Beauty is the key to the life of pleasure and plenty, and the script is on the station wall, but nobody looks. The ocean chokes once, then coughs on its own black bile, and laments ring out from the courtyards where the beggars feed. The preacher's voice comes caked in ice and dressed in venom, and the game never reaches as far as the players need. Equality is laid to waste on the city's border. The order comes from high and it reads, "Please shoot to kill." On the whim of the wind, the end will play this evening, and the icon and her acolytes bask in destruction's sweet thrill. The regal vagrant waits until he sees opportunity, and unity is revealed as a yoke to sugar the poor. The wallpaper peels over the curses in the tenement cellars. and the landlord nails a reclamation notice on the door. Corruption on the White House lawn merely garners approval. Amendments to the Fifth give hints of the tragedy to come. The shadow of a diamond is as dark as the shadow of sorrow, and peace in the heart is as distant as the dark side of the soul. I wrote that at 20:50 p.m. on the 1st of July 1995, sitting on the sofa. I messed a word up there, I'm so sorry. It's not curses, it's the wallpaper peels over the corpses in the tenement cellars. I kind of got thrown out by the fact that's the spring and the camera was pointing at an angle there. How am I doing for time here? 15 minutes. Oh, and that is that. I used to make 3 copies, one copyright, one to script the music down, and one to hand out to people. So, that's another one. It's copies of Good for Love. Love is just a mockery. Oh, okay. I thought I said love is just a moniker for a minute, you know, like the American slang for a nickname, I think it is, isn't it? But love is just a mockery, written on the 29th of July 1995, 20:15 p.m. Love is just a mockery. I'm not going down again, I don't need all the grief. You came to me as a saviour, but left here as a thief. I've seen inside your temple and seen through your belief. And all I see around me is anger and pain. Nuns are toting rifles, babies wearing chains. Love is just a mockery, and every night's the same. Can't you get me out of here? I've got to get some sleep. You're hassling me for verdicts, don't tell me they won't keep. I know what you're selling, and you know what you'll reap. And all I see around me is anger and pain. Nuns are toting rifles, babies wearing chains. Love is just a mockery, and every night's the same. It must be time for sunrise, it's been dark for so long. I'm still too weak to make it, someone make me strong. I made it to the church on time, but you'd already gone. And all I see around me is anger and pain. Nuns are toting rifles, babies wearing chains. Love is just a mockery, and every night's the same. No one seems to throw a smile, they only toss a curve. I'm not yelling martyr, but it's not what I deserve. You tried to take my life from me, but I kept some in reserve. And all I see around me is anger and pain. Nuns are toting rifles, babies wearing chains. Love is just a mockery, and every night's the same. So sorry, that's wrong. I just need to explain. My face is the neurological disease, motor neurological disease I have is spreading, and under my face you can probably see that my face is very lopsided, and only one side of my face is working, and there's this huge swelling here, and it's impacting on my ability to speak. Those were like copyright to the previous ones. What have we got here? Photocopies. Okay, right. Well, we're still on July 19... No, it's been cut off. July 1995. So away, I'm going to cover my face up. Where's that? So I do apologise, but the sight of my face is distressing to me. You too, I guess, yeah. You can probably see, there's nothing left of me, you know, I'm just a head and hands, and that's all that's left of me now, I'm afraid. Right. So away it all goes. And your baby's just got back, but the best part stayed behind. So now you'll have to make a trade to get him off her mind. Trust your deeds to give you style when the last shot guts him down. Buried on the beach alone, the word soon gets around. He says that a scream will do, but individuals count. Your parting is the best of friends, as the odds all mount. She knows the worst is yet to come and registers her fears. When the attention starts to wane, she's left with her tears. So Mama breaks down, but she knows what she knows. The good boy comes around, and away it all goes. They made up her mind till she couldn't see straight, threw coins at their eyes, and convinced her to hate. They chose a tightrope for her, but she couldn't make the walk. He scored excuses off of her to get her head to talk. The blue smoke covers up his trail, but footsteps point his way. Her dreams were cast in jade, but his word won't make him stay. So Mama breaks down, but she knows what she knows. The good boy comes around, and away it all goes. They made up her mind till she couldn't see straight, threw coins at her eyes, and convinced her to hate. I messed a word up first time around there. I wrote that at 3:41 in the morning on the 30th of July 1995. On the sofa as well, I wasn't even in bed. Well, that's how I used to live then. Okay, I didn't even finish, and then I just carried on. This is the same early morning. I guess I was having a bad night. This is called I Never Meant to Fall from Grace. Hey Lord, don't look at me that way. I said, hey Lord, don't look at me that way. I don't consider myself a dishonest man, but things are bad these days. Oh Lord, don't turn your back on me. Oh Lord, I said, don't turn your back on me. I was trapped with so many burdens on my soul, no way out could I see. I didn't mean to stray from the path, I never meant to fall from grace. Please forgive me this one last time, don't send me to the other place. Hey Lord, I've got no excuses. I said, hey Lord, I've got no excuses. These days there's so many lies standing in my way, I don't know what the truth is. Oh Lord, I need some peace of mind. Oh Lord, I said, I need some peace of mind. I need some guidance and some comfort in this world, but it's so hard to find. I didn't mean to stray from the path, I never meant to fall from grace. Please forgive me this one last time, don't send me to the other place. Oh Lord, please don't cast me aside. Oh Lord, I said, please don't cast me aside. I know I've strayed, but underneath your gaze I know there's nowhere I can hide. I didn't mean to stray from the path, I never meant to fall from grace. Please forgive me this one last time, don't send me to the other place. I'm so sorry, I'm messing up a lot of words here. The sun has come out and I was trying to read these in the dark. Broken Doll. And I wrote that at 04:47 a.m. 30th of July 1995, still sitting on the sofa. Where you always get the blues at 5 in the morning. And this is, okay, skipping ahead a week. This is called Spare Me a Prayer. Spare me a prayer. Old men are talking about the glory of war. They'll never learn the lesson of what's gone down before. There's nowhere to run, but you better make sure. Even in the White House there's powder being sniffed. The engines are oiled, but they'll never tell you what with. It's obsolete now, so let's call it a gift. They push you to the wall, then turn out the lights. Spare me a prayer. I'm going out tonight. Watching the windows you can learn all about loss. I was outside your window, view blocked by the frost. Flexible response, but look hard at the cost. The bottom line's in red, but is it blood or ink? Governments are fools, leading us all to the brink. It's too hard to take, and it's harder to think. They push you to the wall, then turn out the lights. Spare me a prayer. I'm going out tonight. No one can save us now. We've travelled so far. If the wise men could see this, they'd shoot down the star. Go push the button, but God knows who you are. They push you to the wall, then turn out the lights. Spare me a prayer. I'm going out tonight. And I wrote that at 21:39 p.m. on the 6th of August 1995 on the sofa. Spent a lot of time on the sofa. Okay, just before I wrote that, I wrote some of these out. Oh gosh, this was one of those nights when I just sat on there. Okay, there's another one of those sessions. Okay, it looks like they're backwards here because it's obviously got to come up there. So everything that's coming up now, I must have, what have we got here, 6 or 7 songs, maybe even more than that, written all in a row on the 6th of August 1995. And well, I started at 7 minutes past 1 in the morning. Oh my gosh, it was an all-night, almost a 24-hour session. So I started on the 5th of August and I stayed up till midnight, went over midnight and then just kept writing songs. So I'm reading these backwards to the order that I wrote them in. I might have to make a separate video. Okay, I'm so sorry, this is the first time I've seen these in 28 years. And this is called Peace Didn't Last the Distance, brackets, Say Hello to War. What was going down in August 1995? Was it the Gulf stuff? Okay, anyway. Peace didn't last the distance, brackets, Say Hello to War. 48 reasons for dying every day. Pictures in the paper. Thanks for the delay. It's your crucifixion memory that gave him the spark. Information comes in quick, but you're still in the dark. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. TV screen seduction means no words involved. Mystery becomes you, but your secret's solved. Your misconception sufferance is all over now. Deep end freedom's calling you to reaffirm your vows. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. All your double negatives have left him confused. You get all the pleasure. He's just being used. The conversation's flowing free, but nothing's being said. You started with philosophy and ended up in bed. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. Voodoo doll childhood has left you in a mess. Listing all your lovers, put him to the test. Motivated guilt is fine, but you're still held to blame. Taunts and anger rule the hour no matter what you claim. And the night is taking over. The sun don't shine no more. Peace didn't last the distance. Say hello to war. And I wrote that at 20:43 p.m. on the 6th of August 1995, sitting on the sofa. songs when they come. I'm not going to read it out, but I've left there's a tongue-in-cheek note to myself here, but anyway. So, later on I've gone back and I've called this song In Love. Well, that's not what I called it on the day. So this is called In Love. I'm trying to figure out where I can hold this to cover up my distended face. In love. They met out in the moonlight, like all true lovers do. Things are so much clearer then, and every word is true. And they've no need for questions, they know all that they know. When living feels like heaven, there's nowhere left to go. They touch each other gently and whisper secret things, and going with the passion, the silent evening sings. They gate crash into paradise in sweet oblivion, staving off the afterglow when all you give is gone. The light breaks the horizon, caressing as it shines, casts shadows off the lovers, gently still entwined. And nothing breaks the moment that's endured for all time. For when you reach love's plateau, what else is there to climb? That's a nice romantic work, isn't it? I don't know if I've got time to do another one because these files go. Well, okay. Well, the previous song to that, I wrote Don't Look for Love, then I wrote In Love, and then after writing, so I went from writing In Love to going straight into Peace Didn't Last, the Distance, Say Hello to War. Go figure, huh? People say to me, you know, when I write the new stuff, and they say, you're so prolific, you know, because I write a song a day. And you know, you can see why I chuckle when they do, because, you know, the days when I write 6 or 7 songs in a row, you know. I'll try and get this one in. If it doesn't come out, I'll do it on the next one. No, actually I won't. I'm going to leave on that one there, because that was a nice song to end on. And I need to rest my mouth in any case, so you've been extremely kind and generous with your time. I'm so sorry I can't read these as well as I would like. I'm sorry I've got this damn disease. But you've been extremely kind and generous with your time. I'm very grateful to you. My name is Paul Murphy. This is a bit ramshackle. I've only just found these lyrics after 30 years. I'm reading them for the first time. These are as new to me as I read them now as they are to you if this is the first time you've seen this video. It's a trip down nostalgia lane. I'm really annoyed that some of those songs have been lost for 30 years, because I would have loved to have had those in my stage act for 30 years. He says he's got 1,000 songs there. Anyway, you've been extremely kind and generous with your time. If you'll forgive me, I'm going to close this. I haven't done it on the previous videos, but I have I've probably got about 900 of my songs anthologized in, I think, 14 or 15 poetry and song lyric books. I think there's only one behind me there that you can see, which is Poems for My Children. But they're all on Amazon. I don't get a cent from any. I do apologise, but my chest is going very badly. If you do choose to buy any, I'd be really grateful to you, because my children, they get all the royalties when they're 16. Peace and love to you wherever you are in the world. May you only know love, life, peace and harmony, friendship. You deserve it. So we'll be nice to each other.